HODL is a term that a lot of people use in the cryptocurrency space. Started off as a typo of the word hold. But the whole idea here is you want to buy and hold cryptocurrencies for the long term. This concept is the most relatable because you have the same thing in the stock market where you want to buy a share of your favorite company, and then if this company grows, your share is going to be worth more, and then you'll be able to sell it for a much higher price later on, assuming that this company becomes more valuable. It's the same thing here in cryptocurrency, except you do have some differences. The goal of buying and holding cryptocurrency is, for one, obviously that your cryptocurrency becomes more valuable, and that your cryptocurrency becomes more widely used. That way now either you can sell your cryptocurrency back to dollars and now you have way more dollars than you did before, or it's more widely used so now you can use this cryptocurrency to make transactions with. This is where you're going to have to do a little bit of research and understand what your goals are, because cryptocurrency started as the idea of just being this digital currency, but it's grown way past that. Bitcoin started with the idea of being a decentralized worldwide digital currency, which means it's a money that can cross borders, and one Bitcoin in America is the same as one Bitcoin in Japan, and it's the same as one Bitcoin in India. So now you can transfer money across the world. You don't got to worry about conversion rates, and it's very easy to pay people because it's all digital. Well, now cryptocurrency has really evolved way past just a currency because it's become a whole technology of its own. This is called blockchain. You might have heard of or seen the hype behind NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Well, an NFT is essentially digital art. You can memorialize something on the internet and then sell it. Now, whether you love the idea or hate the idea, that's not what I'm talking about. What an NFT is, it is this digital art, but it's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So now when you're investing in Ethereum, you're not just investing in a currency, you're investing in the blockchain. You're investing in the technology behind it. So now when more NFTs are built, or when more things are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, this essentially pulls Ethereum out of the network, and now you still own a piece of the Ethereum. So as more and more systems and technologies are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, these essentially pull some of the Ethereum out of the network, which limit the supply of Ethereum, which would in turn, in theory, make Ethereum more valuable as long as it maintains its demand. So when you're trying to find a cryptocurrency to buy or invest in, the two things that you have to pay attention to are the uses of that cryptocurrency and then the network. And let's talk a little bit deeper about both of these things. The uses are what the cryptocurrency allow you to do. Like Ethereum allows you to build NFTs on top of it. And Ethereum also allows you to build decentralized exchanges. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and what that is when I get into DeFi's. But the whole idea behind Ethereum is it is a base technology which allows you to build more things on top of that. You can compare that to something like Bitcoin, where the use was for it to be a digital currency that you can use to pay people with. This is why you have so many different cryptocurrencies, because a lot of these cryptocurrencies work to excel at one thing a little bit better. For example, to send Bitcoin or to pay somebody with Bitcoin, it's expensive, it can take a long time, and there's a limited number of transactions that you can do in 1 minute or in 1 hour with Bitcoin. That's why certain cryptocurrencies are working to allow you to make transactions faster and easier and cheaper. And with Ethereum, it can be expensive to transfer Ethereum, and they can use a lot of gas in order to do that, versus you can use other cryptocurrencies which allow you to build certain technologies a little bit cheaper and a little bit easier. And then on the flip side, you want to look at the network. The network is really just the amount of people that are using the cryptocurrency. For example, if I own Bitcoin and I start to tell you and everybody else to start buying Bitcoin, this in turn benefits me, because if everybody else starts to buy Bitcoin, well, now there's going to be more buyers of Bitcoin, and that's going to make the valuation of Bitcoin more, because now there's more people buying. There's more demand of Bitcoin, while there's still a limited supply of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people have been adopting and moving towards cryptocurrencies, because the whole idea behind cryptocurrency is it is decentralized as opposed to our dollars, which are centralized. See, our dollars are controlled by the United States government and the Federal Reserve Bank, which can control and increase or decrease our monetary supply. And so what these central authorities and the central bank does can affect how much money that I have in my wallet. Although my bank account balance might not change, the amount of buying power that my $1,000 has will change. Like if you look back over the last few decades, the price of Coca-Cola, the drink, has gone up 20x. Now, the value that you're getting from your Coca-Cola has not gone up 20x. It's just that the value of your dollar has gone down significantly, and so now you need more dollars to buy that same can of Coke. And so the whole idea here behind cryptocurrency is you are able to limit the supply of cryptocurrency, which allows you to limit the manipulation of your money, in this case cryptocurrency, by somebody else. Plus it's decentralized, meaning it's not controlled by one central agency or one central government. Like the Federal Reserve Bank does not control cryptocurrency. Just like that, the United States government does not control your cryptocurrency or your Bitcoin. Bitcoin, for example, is controlled by its users. So you have computers and networks around the world which control Bitcoin, so it's not controlled by one agency, which makes it less prone to this type of manipulation. So the first way that you can make money with cryptocurrency is just by buying and holding. Now, just like you have with the stock market and the real estate market, you have investors and then you have traders. Traders can make more money in the short term, but it comes with more risk. The more proven route to succeeding, whether it's the stock market, the real estate market, or in this case, even the cryptocurrency market, is by buying and holding for the long term. That can be a little bit harder to do, especially in cryptocurrency compared to the stock market, because the cryptocurrency market is way more volatile than the stock market. You see way more big swings up and down, which can get people excited and greedy and want to buy in when things are going up because you have the fear of missing out, FOMO, and then when things start coming down, you can get scared and panic and sell, which can lead to crashes. I mean, it is possible that we could see another 2001 style .com type crash in the cryptocurrency market, but you have to understand that there's more value behind cryptocurrency than just a digital number. I mean, it is a real technology which will probably, even in my opinion, be around for the future. And so you have to understand that if you are investing in cryptocurrency, you are going to see wild swings up and down. You do not want to be following the hype. You do not want to be chasing, but you have to be smart and understand what your goals are. Just like with the stock market, your goal is to buy low and sell high. So if you do see a crash in the cryptocurrency market, that could be a great time for you to come in and invest and buy in the cryptocurrencies that you believe in. Or if you don't want to be super involved, but you want to have some exposure to cryptocurrency, you can just dollar cost average your way into some cryptocurrencies. So you can find some cryptocurrencies that you like and find a platform which will allow you to create repeating buys, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want to do, and you can just dollar cost average your way in. That way you can get some exposure to cryptocurrency. Just remember, again, you are going to see a lot in volatility. It's not going to be uncommon for you to see days or weeks where you see 30% rises, and then the next week you see 30% crashes. This happens in the cryptocurrency market, so you have to be aware and you have to be smart, and you don't want to be buying and selling on emotion. You want to be educated and understand what the uses are. Yes, you can see a massive cryptocurrency crash, but you got to understand what your goals are, and you got to understand what it is that you're buying, because if you actually believe in the technology and if you believe in the usage of this cryptocurrency in the future, then those crashes are an opportunity for you to buy more. If you don't believe in cryptocurrency and if you think that people are not going to be moving towards this type of technology, well then don't buy cryptocurrency. The second way that you can make money in your cryptocurrency allows you to earn money without having to sell your cryptocurrency, because now you're going to earn interest on your cryptocurrency, but kind of like putting your cryptocurrency into a savings account. Now I'll put it in quotes because it's not technically a savings account. These are not banks that you're putting your money in, but that's the easiest way for me to explain what it is, but that's not actually what it is. So let me explain. There used to be a time where saving your money was the smart thing to do, because if you took your money, your cash, and you put it in your savings account, your bank would pay you somewhere between 8 to 10% a year on your savings. It was risk-free, and the bank would then turn around and they would lend your money out, but they would pay you 8 to 10% a year on your savings, which meant that your savings would actually grow. Nowadays, your bank's savings account pays you nothing, or at least next to nothing. And so if you put $100,000 in the bank, after a year, you might get a few pennies. Well, technically, I might get a few dollars, but you get the idea. In cryptocurrency, there are centralized exchanges which allow you to kind of save your money. You park your money into these accounts, and then they will lend your money out, and in exchange, you will get interest. But the interesting thing is you can pull your money out, you can pull your cryptocurrency out whenever you want. So let's assume that you go out and you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. What you don't want to do is just keep your Bitcoin or Ethereum on the exchange that you bought it on. So let's assume you bought it on Coinbase. You don't want to just keep your Bitcoin and Ethereum on Coinbase because then it's prone to potentially being hacked or stolen. So you want to put your money into a wallet. One thing that you can do is you can put your money, your cryptocurrency, on a cold wallet. A cold wallet is a USB drive, so you're going to take your cryptocurrency that's on the internet, and then you're going to take it off the internet and put it in a USB drive. Another thing that you can do is you can put it into a hot wallet. A hot wallet is a digital wallet, and so now your money is safe in this digital hot wallet, and it has a whole bunch of protections around it which make it hard for somebody to come in and hack it and take your money away. The third option is you can put your money into one of these type of accounts where now your account is going to earn you interest on your cryptocurrency. So if you have some Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can put your money in one of these exchanges, and then these exchanges will then work to lend out your cryptocurrency, and in return they're going to pay you interest for keeping your Bitcoin or Ethereum on one of these exchanges. Now the good part is you can pull your money out whenever you want. The interest rate that you get on your cryptocurrency is going to depend on which exchange that you go through, because some exchanges are going to lend their money out, their cryptocurrency out, to more risky borrowers, and other exchanges are going to lend their cryptocurrency out to more stable and proven borrowers. What you'll see is that a lot of times your interest rates on these accounts, I'm not allowed to call them bank accounts because that'll get me into legal trouble, but your interest rates on these accounts will pay you much higher interest rates than the interest rates you get at your traditional bank account where you just keep your cash. And at this point you might be thinking, wow, I wish there was a safer way for me to earn these type of interest rates on my money where I didn't have to worry about the volatility of Bitcoin or Ethereum, because you see a lot of ups and downs in these type of cryptocurrencies. If only there was a way for me to earn this higher interest rate on a safer, kind of more stable cryptocurrency. Well, there is, thanks to something called stablecoins, and stablecoins are a kind of cryptocurrency which are tied to the value of a fiat currency, in this case our dollars. Now, without getting overly complicated, you have certain stablecoins which are pegged to the value of the dollar, which means that they own or they hold on to US dollars based on how many people buy their stablecoin. So in theory, if somebody goes out and buys $100 worth of a stablecoin, this stablecoin will then go out and gather another 100 US dollars. That way the stablecoin's price don't change. There are other stablecoins which don't hold on to US dollars. Instead, they're algorithmically pegged to the value of the US dollar. And there are other stablecoins which hold on to cryptocurrency which try to mimic the value of the dollar. So if the dollar goes up or down, they'll sell or buy other cryptocurrencies to make up for that value. So now what you can do is you can go to one of these financial service accounts and buy up a stablecoin like Tether, USDT, or USDC, which is a stablecoin created by Coinbase, and then you have USDG, which is a stablecoin created by Gemini. So these companies create these stablecoins. You can convert your dollars to these stablecoins, and then these accounts will pay you interest on these stablecoins. And the interesting thing is, at the time I'm recording this video, you can earn between 7 and 8% a year. And the interesting thing is, at the time I'm recording this video, you can earn more than 8% a year in interest on your stable coins, and you can sell your stable coins and convert them back to dollars essentially whenever you want. So to put that in perspective, let's say you have $10,000. If you put this in the bank, you might get 0.01% a year in interest. This is what a lot of banks are paying out right now, which means after 1 year, you will earn a whole $1. Nice. Now, if you take these $10,000 and you move it to a stable coin, you will be able to buy 10,000 stable coins that are valued at $1 each. Now, the stable coins might pay out, let's just say 8% a year in interest, which is not uncommon. Then you will be able to earn $800 in 1 year on these stable coins, and then you have the option to pull out the 10,000 or the 10,800 whenever you want. Remember, these stablecoins are pegged by the value of $1, so they don't really change. They stay at $1, and you can buy one stablecoin with $1. Now, at this point, if you're like me, you're probably wondering, okay, Jasprit, that sounds cool, but what are the risks? Because that's exactly what I was wondering before I moved a big chunk of my savings here to earn this interest on my stablecoins. The first risk is that these financial service institutions are not FDIC insured because they're not banks. And so if you remember back before the Great Depression, there was no FDIC insurance. And so when there was a run on the banks, you saw some banks collapse and people were not able to access their savings. That's why when you're looking for a company to pay you interest, you want to make sure that you have a reputable company that's well funded. That way, in case things go wrong, they have reserves to help pay you out. Second, you want to make sure that your cryptocurrency, in this case, is safe on this financial service institution's platform. So what you want to make sure is that this financial service institution that you're using is taking your cryptocurrency and they're putting it in cold storage. That means you give them your cryptocurrency, that way you can earn interest on it, and while it's sitting there, they will take it and put it on USB drives, that way your cryptocurrency is safe, and that they insure your cryptocurrency, that way it is actually protected, and they have the right firewalls to make sure that your cryptocurrency is protected and safe. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide that goes over what passive income is, how to start generating passive income, and different passive income strategies. These are things that you can start doing even if you don't have a lot of money. So if you want to read this free guide on how to start generating passive income for free, all you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.